Hey guys, welcome back to Microsoft Original, and today is another exciting edition. Well, let's make things straight up. On this video, we're just gonna see how we can add the functionalities to this UI design we have created. That is the whole purpose of this video. And also, we will try and just reformat all of these. We just group them into widgets and into pages, or into screens, right? So that is what we're gonna do for today. But if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't be missing any upcoming future videos. All right, so let's get into it. So from our previous video, we saw how we could add up a new video, just any video at all, and we get this screen, which of course we can use a cover and use a trim. So we are going to modify this whole thing into our project, into our screen here. So follow me step by step and let's do it. So the first thing first I'm going to do is I'm actually going to reformat. So I'm just going to separate this for you to see where our main codes ends. So this is where our main code ends. No, not here. So this is where our main code ends. I'm just going to go very, very low. Just want to make sure you see what I'm really talking about. So I am using this to separate my codes and the example codes we just copied from the pub-get, right? All right, so this is the codes from the pub-get, the example, and this is our main code. I just want you to know the differences. Excellent. Now let's group these ones. We have the video picker screen. It is very important. We need that, right? So let's just cut all of these from here to here. That is where the video picker screen ends. And that video picker screen, it is this media guy. When you click on this media, this video picker screen, that is this. So let's just go back and let's just cut this. Just cut it. And let's go to our screens and let's just create a new screen, and I'm gonna call this video picker screen dot. Then I just paste it in here. So I just import the stateful widget, the material package, sorry. Then I import the image picker just like this, and with a video editor, it is actually going to be needed from the video editor. But you see, now we don't want to return to the video editor example here, because we will be changing all these into the same template, right? We will be changing this editor screen into our own widget templates, so don't worry, right? So all you have to do is, instead of returning this video view, let's just import it. We'll do that later. So let's just import edit screen. And also this file, we just have to import the .io, just like that. And the bg color, we just have to import our color, right? All right, so that is what we have done, and let's just add a const to this, and that is good. So save this. Let's get back to the edit screen. Let's go here. Let's see what we have here. So with this button, which of course we added the video editor screen, the video picker screen, let's just click on this and let's import that from our video epic editor screen we've just added. Perfect. Nothing changes and everything is good to go. So now from here, with the editor screen, when you come down, it just ends up somewhere here. That is where the editor screen ends, and we have a crop screen as well. So let's just cut the crop screen till here. So just cut it. Inside the screen, let's create crop screen .dart, and let's just paste it in here. Just fix everything. Import the material package. Let's just import a block controller, and let's just import animated interactive, and also the crop grid view as well. Perfect. Save it. Go back to the edit screen. Now from here, just try to import what you just created. I mean the crop screen. Perfect. Now from here, here you see we now have only the edit screen remaining, right? Good. So how can we implement this? What I want to do is, whenever I start the whole project, I literally have to pass through some process, create a new project, click create project and all that. I click on this, then I have to pass through this screen. So what I want to do is, I want to end up in uploading a video first when I click on this create screen, right? So how can I do that? I have to go back to my create project screen and go down till where you see your create, that is this guy, and inside the edit screen you're just going to go to video picker screen. That is the video picker page. So just like this. So just gonna save it once more. So when I click on this, it's actually gonna end me up inside the video picker screen, just like this, and I really love it. Perfect. Now let's try to select any media. So I'm just going to select this video, and there you go. It just returned me to that page. So I don't want to end up here. So let's go to the video picker screen, and as I said, it is returning us to the video editor. That is the template, that is the example we got from our video screen. So that is from here, right? Okay, so before we return, there is a constructor here. So I'm just going to copy that, go up, way up here, and after this I'll just paste this guy here. And also I have to add it up into the constructor. So I'm just going to add final fields, formal parameters. So there you go, this dot file. It looks perfect. Let's go down. Now this constructor is done. Now let's come to this class, this final, all these statements, let's just copy to the init state. So just gonna copy this, just copy that, and we just move up. So after this extends, then we just paste this guy here. Perfect. Okay, so we have the init state here already. So we just have to go down to the init state. Let's just copy everything in here. Let's go back, and inside this init state, after this orientation, let's just paste it right here. Perfect. Now let's go down again. So after this init state, we have the override, that is the dispose function, and then we have the open crop screen, we have the export video, and we have the export cover, and then the build. So up to the build, let's just copy all those functions to the expose, that is from the override. Let's just copy that. Now let's go back. Now after this init string and init state, just paste everything you copied here at the top here. So this is going to be the void export cover, this is going to be the void export video, and this is going to be the open crop screen, and this is our dispose. So you really understand what I'm trying to say here. Now let's go back. So we are done with this class, we are done with this, and with this as well. So I'm just going to collapse everything here. Now we are back into the scaffold, the whole thing here. Now with our design, what I want to do is, let's just go back again, click here, then let's select our video, and let's choose any video we want to choose. So I'm just going to choose this video, and it's going to return me to this same page again. So I'll just go back to my video picker screen, and instead of returning the video editor, I'm actually gonna return the edit screen, just like this, right guys? And I'm just gonna save this. All right, I have this here and I really love it. So let's just go back again, pick up the media again. Okay, so it just crashes. Let's just hard reload this once again and let's see how it actually works. So I'll just go back to the editor screen, and this is where our video editor starts, right? So let me just stop this and let me just start it all over again. Okay, let me just run it again. Yeah, I'll just uninstall this. Okay, perfect. So from here, this video editing screen, now let's come here. It is returning a safe area. Of course, we've done that already, and it has a top bar, and that top bar is this top bar. We're going to work on that. The top bar contains, rotation to the left, rotation to the right, and also the crop, that is the open crop, export cover, and then export video, right guys? So we're just going to do all that. We're just going to implement that, and then we have the string, we have the formatter here, and also the list of the slider or the trim slider, the list of the trim slider, and it comes along with the container as well. And this widget is the cover section or the cover selection, and also it returns a custom snack bar, let's say a custom snack bar, which will tell you if your progress is being succeeded. I mean, if your exporting process is being succeeded. So that is what we've got in here. So now let's start to do something, but I want us to see how this is actually going to work. So I'm just going to click on new project, then I just create a new project, and okay, a minute. So we're just going to make sure we pick a media. Let's just pick a media, choose any of your media files, and there you go. So we are here. Perfect. Now we can go ahead and then let's close everything here, close the create project, and now we are in the editing screen. Now we want to get a timeline here first, right? We want to get a timeline here first. So the first thing to do is we just have to come down here. There is some statements right here, and the first one is the strings. So we're just going to copy this string up to the list, that is the container right here. Let's just copy that, and now let's come up here after so let's say, yeah, so we come up here. This is a widget already. We have a widget here, so let's just close the widget. After this curly braces, the curly braces, just come down and paste it in here. Perfect. So this is your string, this is your list trim slider. Perfect. Now let's go back here again and come down here. You see it is returning an expanded widget here, and it is returning a column, which of course it should be the children should be the slider. So I'm just going to copy all these columns. Is only what I need. Then I go to this section. So with this section here, I mean I'm just going to go to this section right here, right? All right, so with that section, let's go up. We have the play, and we have this expanded widget here. Let me just change the color to red to see if that is where I'm working on. Perfect. So that is where I am working on. So I'm just going to remove the color, and instead of returning a container, I'll just remove the padding first. I don't need the padding. Just remove the padding, and instead of returning a container, I'm not going to return a container, but I'm going to return the column we just copied. Let's format this. Excellent. Now I'll get something right here. Perfect. With the video I added. Now we can go ahead and then work out with these things right here, right from here. You see, we have a list here, and we can literally work within this list of widgets that is the slider, the animated builder, and all that. So what I'm going to do from here is, instead of the top to be 10, I'm just going to set the top to 2. Save this. Let's see what happens. Boom, yo, the error is gone. Excellent. Now I can just run through to see all the videos, and it is very, very awesome, guys. But here there is some text formats here, and that is the text formatter, right? So we can go ahead. This is the first seconds. So we have the duration here. It is really returning the text, and we have the formatter, the duration, and there you go. So we can, this guy here is going to be this yellow guy, and then we have the blue guy here, right, guys? So after this formatter, after this guy, we just want to return a style, just give the style, and that is going to be a text style, which of course we're just going to add a color. That is going to be colors.white, just like this, and just want to add a const. Perfect. So we just have to add one more this, close it. Perfect. Let's just reformat this to see it very well. Excellent. So sorry, guys. So as soon as I save this, I will see my color. There you go. So I have this white color right here. So I can just copy the style till this section, copy that, and I'll just remove this guy, right? Just remove that guy, bring the comma, paste it, the same thing again here. That is gonna fix this thing. I think we're just gonna add one more thing. Yep. So let's just remove this as well, then we paste it, we add it one more time. Let's save it, and all the text here is actually gonna be white. Perfect. Now when you take a good look at this section, let me just highlight here for you to see this section. There is a text right here, and you can't see the text color because the color is black. So let's see if we can fix that. So we go up here, we have the animated builder, but we have the strange text formatter also here, and it's just a text formatting, the seconds, the pattern left and then the pattern right. These guys, right? Okay, so I believe that is what we have done so far from here, and it's kind of cool. Now let's see how we can work within this. Let's see how we can work within this screen. We want our video to display right here. So how can we do that? We just have to come down here, and you can see it is really returning an animated builder right here, right? So the animated builder comes down to this section, right? So just copy that. Just gonna copy this, then let's go up to where we have this screen. So that is actually going to be from this section. So we have the play arrow here. So it is an expanded widget, which of course it just expands this, and the child is a container. So we don't need the container and everything. We're just gonna replace the container with what we copied. That is the animated builder. Let's save this and let's see what happens. Okay, so there you go. We have this here, and when I click on play, it's just playing, but you can't see. When I click on pause, so it is not pausing either. Alright, so if the controller is visible, just return this, and this is the decoration box color, that is white, and this is the shape. So it is building a video controller, right? And it has an opacity transition, right? Let's stop this video. All right, let me just okay, let me just go back. Let's pick another video. Okay, so it is actually telling us that the formatting is not quite interesting. The formatting is not quite good, so we've got an error here, and we can just inspect. And as from what you can see here, you can see that it is from this section, that is the container. It is from the container, and the container height is actually going to be the height of this. So let's say the trim slider height is going to be this, but with the container we don't have a height for the container. So let's see, with a container, let's see if we wrap this with an expanded widget, how is it going to be? So let's wrap it with a widget that is going to be an expanded widget. Save this and let's see how it's going to be. Perfect. So this is what we have done so far here, and I want to see the thumbnail here. And let's go back here to see what we have here. So this is actually a stack, and this is a crop grid viewer, and the crop grid viewer will just show up here. So let's just copy the stack instead of copying the animated. Let's just copy the stack here up to the stack, and then we just say cover viewer. We don't need a cover viewer for now, so let's just copy the stack. Just copied it. Copy that. Now let's go up to where we have an animator controller, just like this. So the child is going to be the stack here. So let's just save it once again and let's see what happens. Perfect. So there you go, we have our video in here, and it is very, very awesome. Now I can go ahead and then tap on display, and as you can see, the video editor is actually playing. Click on this and it's gonna pause, right guys? So I can go ahead and, instead of saying yeah, the arrow, the width and then the height is 40, I mean you can choose 60 and it's gonna work perfectly fine. Good. That looks much more interesting. So we have this here, and what I want to do is, with these guys, I just want to trim everything to the default ones. So this is going to be the back button where you're going to just exit yourself from there, and this is going to be the timeline. That is where I will be switching from I will be switching from the timeline to the cover. We're going to implement all those things, and this is going to be the settings. This is going to be the exit, so I don't need this, and I just want to maintain some little functionalities here. This is actually going to be the crop, right? So I'm just going to add up my icon 8. I think I have the icon 8 somewhere here. All right, I don't have it here, so I'm just going to add it up. That's going to be pecan. Yeah, so I have the pecan here. I'm just launching the pecan. All right guys, so that looks great. Now let's get back to business. Now we have this here, so it is quite okay. Let's come up here, this string. Let me just collapse with a list. Let me just collapse this, and let's come up here. Perfect. And with this widget, that is this widget, I'm just going to collapse. Okay, so that is returning a row safety, sorry, a row with a safe area. So I'm just going to add crop. So there you go, I can just add a crop image to my project, right? So this is actually going to be in a crop project, right? So I'll just go inside here, mine assets. Yeah, inside my assets, inside the icon, I just drag and drop this crop guy in here inside my icons. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy this, just copy image. Okay, so it's already been added, so I'll just have to rename this to crop. So just rename to crop, just like this. All right, so we have the crop here. So perfect. We have the back, that is this guy, and then we have the undo and then the redo, that is actually going to be the rotation. All right, and this is going to be the crop. So I'm, instead of full screen, I'm just going to say crop. Then I'll just save this. So it should be able to work. It's actually hot reloading. It needs to be, you know, hot reloaded as a general hot reload or anything like that. I don't really know what is actually happening here. So there you go, we have the crop here. So I'll just pause the video. Let's see. I'm just going to remove the exit. I don't really need the exit because I will just be going back. So let's just remove the exit for now, and we just have this to be out, right? Perfect. So it is not scrollable anymore. So all these functionalities are going to work perfectly fine. So let's start with the functionalities. Let's come here to the templates or to the examples. Now from the example, we come down here, just down here to the top bar, and there is you know, the rotation to the left. I'm just going to copy this on press. Just copy everything from the on press, just copy that. And I'm just going to go up to the back here, and with the on press, I'm just going to paste everything here, just like this. And let's see. Okay, so I just need the on pressed. So it's a text button and I need an on press function. So this is the on pressed, and I don't need this right arrow. Okay, so we have the on press here, just ends up here, and the child is going to be a need, so we don't need this icon. Yeah, it's good. So let's just save this. Perfect, it's done. So let's test it out. Okay, so sometimes we just have to hard real. Okay, so we added it to the back instead. Sorry, I think we added it to the back instead. Yes, we added it to the back instead. So let's just remove it from the back and let's add it up to the undo rather. So just paste it right here, and let's just paste this also right here, and instead of just say rotation to the right, we're just going to say the left. And yeah, that is it. Okay, all right. Okay, let's see, let's just do it once more. Let's paste it again. Instead of the right, let's say left, just like this, and that is actually going to work perfectly fine. Excellent. So now I can go here, come back, go here, come back. That is very, very perfect. Now let's come down here, and this settings, I'm actually going to use an export button here. I'm just going to use the export button. This also can be the export button, but you can literally use anything you want to use. So let's come back here, and we have the open crop. So I'm just going to copy this open crop, copy that, and just going to come up here, just go up here, and that is going to be the crop. So this is going to be the crop, so I'm just going to paste this guy here. That is it. So just save it. Now when I just click on this crop, it's going to push up a new screen for me, and there you go. I can choose within the sizes I want. I mean, choosing within, you know, the type of I mean, anything you want to do, guys, you can just choose it from this section. And also you can literally crop it from anywhere you want to crop from your screen, and it is quite interesting. And if you want to adjust this crop screen, this is where this crop screen lies. So if you want to just cancel it, there is a text called cancel, and the style, we don't have any color for that, so let's just specify a color that's going to be colors.white whilst we are working on a black background. All right, that look interesting. So there we go, we have the cancel guy here, so you can just click on this cancel and it's okay. Now we have an okay button here. Let's see with a color. So let's say style, let's use the color, say colors.white, and that can be cool. And do you know one cool thing? You can actually add a lot of methods to this, and what I'm trying to talk about is this text. You can just take this text out. I mean, this text, you can just wrap it with something. So let's see, what can we wrap up with? Let's wrap up with a widget, and that is gonna be a floating action button dot extended, and we're just gonna hold up, this is gonna be the label, right? And we're just gonna add up the unpressed. So the unpressed is gonna be this guy here. Let's just copy that, let's just paste it right here. Perfect. Okay, so we have the unpressed here. Let's just copy this unpressed, copy everything, copy here, just paste it right here. All right, so we just have to remove the const, and let's add a const here. Perfect. Now let's just remove this, and this text button, actually we can just try to remove this text button, so just remains only the floating action button. So just remove this, and let's just remove this guy. So let's see, let's undo that. Let's just remove the icon button, so that is this guy. Just remove this from here, then we remove this as well. Perfect, that is a good job done. Now let's come down here. I think there is an error somewhere here. All right, so we have to add up this. Perfect. Then we have to, okay, let's just do this way. I don't want it to mess up. I don't want you guys to struggle a lot. Just remove the widget, right? Or let's just all right, so let's just ignore the required, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut I'm just going to copy this floating action button right here. Just copy it, and with the child of this expanded widget, that is the icon button, I'm just going to paste it right here. That is what I'm trying to say. So it's actually going to be something like this. You're going to see it is quite an interesting button. So from here, the background color is going to be the orange color. So I'm just going to go inside my colors to reference to my colors. So from the components, we have colors and we have button color. So I'm just going to copy that, come here, just set it up to the button color, and let's just import that. Perfect. Now this is going to change to our button color. Excellent. Now I will just copy this floating action button again, copy that, and then I'll just come to the okay. Instead of turn it up, this is a two-way to update, crop, and all the way. The first way is just add a controller.update, and the second one is this. So it is just an icon button, so it's going to be the same thing. We're just going to wrap the child of this to be the child of this text to be this guy, floating action button, and we're just going to say is okay. And what we're going to do is with the const, let's just remove the const, and with the onPress function, just going to cut all the onPress function here, and within this onPress, I'm just gonna paste it in here, just like this. Undo that. What? So let's see. All right. So with the onPressed, I'm just gonna say with the onPress, I'm just gonna copy this, copy, and I'm just gonna take this out and do this. Okay, so just like this, and I'll just enter here and I'll just paste it in here, and with this navigator.pop context, I'm just gonna add that one too, just right here. Take this out. Perfect. Now what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna cut everything from the floating action button to this section. Just cut it, and with the child of an icon button, I'm just going to replace the whole thing with a floating action button. So just save it, and you will get a cancel button here as well. A minute, guys. Okay, so yes, so from here we've just added this, but let's see something here. These are the ratios, the aspect ratios. We're going to use that in different ways, but let's see something. We are returning a scaffold, and there is a background color which is black. Now when I set this to red, you can literally see where the background is, right? When I'm talking about the background, I'm talking about this place, and you can see there are some controls here, and all these. So let's turn them into white. The left, let's give it a color. So with the icon, let's give it a color. So let's say colors dot white. Good. Let's add a color to everything. Let's copy this, come here, paste it here, and these two is gonna turn up into white colors. Perfect. Now let's see the text beneath these guys, right? So let's come down here. There is a background color that, okay, so we just come down, and after this rotate and all that, there is an expanded widget here, and the scale of it is 2.4. so we can decide to use 5.4, and let's see how it's going to be. So nothing happens, so let's maintain the 2.4, and with the size box before this guy, we can just use the size box to do something different. All right, so let's see, after the size box, then we come to the cancel. So within the cancel, these guys, we just have to set up a text style to them, because it is really returning a text that is a type of a string, a title. The string is a title, and it is returning the aspect ratio. So this is the title and this is the ratio, right? Perfect. So if this is the text, we can just specify the style. Alright, so that is going to be after this guy. Just going to specify the style. That is going to be, alright, let's see something from here. Alright, so let's see. So from here, I can easily go to the colors. From the color here, that is the background color, then I just use the shadow color here. Can just use the shadow color for everything. Perfect. I think this is quite enough, right? So when I just click on cancel, there you go. You just have to return back to where we were. So when you just click on this crop, you just enter back inside there. There you go. So we can go ahead and then click any of these actions, and those actions are here. That is from the crop, and that is it. This is the crop left. That is a row here. So you have the crop left, crop right. That is this, guys, rotation, and we have a height, that is this height, and then we come to the expanded animated, and then we have a scale of it, have a crowd grooved viewer, and the controller is this. The horizontal margin is going to be 60, and yeah, so we have a size box again, and there goes for the row. So this is the expanded widget, which of course that is the button, and we have this, and this, right? So those are the text right here. Good. So I think with the text, all right, so let's just maintain this. I will be working on that later. I just don't want to waste a lot of time this. Just spent almost 50 minutes working on this, so just gonna do whatever I want to do with it. You can just crop it, do whatever you want to do with it. You can just rotate it, do whatever you want to do with it. And I can just click on OK. I can just choose a ratio, something like this, click on OK, and it's actually gonna, you know, crop the whole thing and give it to you in this view. So our editing app looks amazing, right? It looks really amazing. You can indeed crop this side as well, and you crop this side as well, right? So it looks very great. Now let's see with the settings. I think I don't really love to use settings at this section, whilst we have an export here. So let's just add something to this. Let's see what we have here from the art section. So let's see, where is it? Okay, so let's see, that is going to be the top navigation bar. Let's see what we have here. So this is the rotation, open crop, you know, export cover. So here is actually going to be the export cover, right? So with the settings, I'll just say thumbnail. This, I'm just gonna copy this. So let's go to the assets, icons, and let's just bring this guy in here, and I'm just gonna rename this to cover. Excellent. So I'm just gonna go back to the edit, and this is a cover. So I'm just gonna copy this on press, copy that. Then let's go to the settings. I think we have the settings somewhere here. Then let's say cover, and with the on press, I'm just gonna paste this guy right here. Perfect. And that is going to, you know, export the cover. All right, so you should be able to get a cover image right here. That looks very perfect, and I believe you've just understand what I'm trying to tell you guys and what I'm trying to say from here. All right guys, so let's see this guy here. What is it going to be? So just going to say that is the back color. Sorry, that is the back action. So that is the back, and with the on press, we don't need to, you know, go to the left. We just have to say on pressed. So inside here, we're just gonna say navigator dot pop. That is gonna be the context. Then we add this. Excellent. So when we click on this, it's actually going to go back, right? Or we can simply navigate to our main screen, right? We can easily navigate to our main screen, and that can be cool, right? All right guys, so this is what we've done so far, and I really love this. I can easily format my codes, and you know, it's kind of, you know, surprisingly working. I can go ahead and then click on this same media guy, choose any other video file, and it's actually going to work, right? So let's see something right from here. All right, let's choose an image. Let's see, let's choose a video file. Go again. All right, So we have a flex again. So guys, you just have to take your time and you do this. Just take your time to do whatever you want to do. All right, so we will end here, and on our next video we're going to see how we can implement camera here, then we add it to our gallery, then we import the camera direct here. Or we can easily implement the camera feed right here so that you can shoot it live. Thank you very much, and on our next video we're going to do that. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel yet, please do also subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you won't be missing any upcoming episode or whatsoever. And I'm really happy for you guys because most of the feedbacks I am getting is very encouraging, and I really appreciate that. So thank you very much, and have a nice day. Ikesoft Original is out.